students, myself Dr. Shirisha, Associate Professor from CSE Department, MLR Institute of Technology. In this session, we'll see about what is logcat and how to display message using a toast, which is covers in application context. So we are going to cover logcat. Logcat is that which shows you a complete log files into your Android Studio. A complete log information is shown. Okay. So how to display the logcat and how to manage your logcat, what are the different options that you have for the logcat, we'll see. Then toast key class and the toast creation. The toast class and toast creation is nothing but to display a message. To display a message for a particular time period. So after that, the message which is displayed is disabled. So button. So we have why we are talking about the button here is Android application. You wanted to first know what is the text view. From the text view, what are the classes that supports the text view, so it can be extended easily. And user can tap or click to perform an action. So when you are getting a button, so when you are clicking that, you will get an action. So to display a button in the layout XML, you need a button component that is need to be defined. And as we discussed in the last class, these are all the properties. Okay. When you have this resource, layout resource, a layout resource, layout resource defines architecture for the UI, user interface, in an activity or the component of an activity. Components are like text view and edit text and all. Activity is activity underscore main.xml, the complete layout. Okay. And view group, a container of other view elements, and view group objects are will also have linear layout, relative layout, and frame layout. Linear layout is where the layout can be displayed sequentially. Okay. Then relative layout is according to the user, where he can position the elements. Positioning the elements can be done. Frame layout, when you wanted to customize a set of components into particular page, means part of a page. Okay, part of a page or layout is nothing but your frame layout. So view is individual UI, which is referred to as a widget, and that widget may include different components like this, or you can also include different layouts. Okay. So when you have defined anything into the layout, if you wanted to include, you have a include tag which includes a layout file to the layout. So some of the layout file into the layout. Then how to write and view logs. When you have some set of components and some set of layouts is designed, then only a log can be stored, or log information can be visible, right? So for that reason, here logcat window, we have a logcat window in the Android Studio display system, where such as when a garbage collection occurs or messages are added to your app with a log class. So log class is there where you can customize your log application or log window, and it displays the message in real time. So what is happening, like how we'll get a call logs, whether what are the missed calls, at what time, who did, about every information will be displayed in the call log. Similarly, in the Android application, how the applications are varied. Okay, so that is shown in the Android Studio using this logcat. So it keeps a history so that you can see all the older messages and who has created, when they are created, everything. When an app throws an exception, logcat shows a message followed by the associated show trace. Yeah, we also have different options. Among them, one is the show trace, where you can stop the logcat, where you can start the logcat like that. So it contains the links to the line of code, where if you like a debugger, where you give the checkpoints, and between the checkpoints where you can trace what is happening. Okay, different lines of codes are there, you can trace them. So that's what stack trace containing links to the line of code. So it will show you, logcat shows a message followed by the associated logcat stack trace. So to display just the information, or you can create filters, modify how much information displayed in the message, set priority levels, display messages, and everything you can do. You can and also search the log information. So by default, logcat shows the log output related to most recently running app. If you wanted to change the application and see, then go to that particular application, go to the logcat window, and you can trace them. So view your app logs, how you can view. So let me show you how you can view in the, we have an application, and in this application, if you could see, in the bottom you have logcat. Okay, so if you click on this directly, you can see. So here it is showing you when, at what time, what is created, what has happened, you, which application has been run, everything. Okay, so if you could see, you can scroll and you can see. So what is a beginning of kernel, beginning of system has also been shown in your logcat. So you have different options here. You can also go to view go to view tool windows, and you have so many tool windows here. One among them is a logcat. If you click here, you can get it. And the shorthand of simply navigating to logcat is this one. So this is the logcat. So here you can change or view whatever the tool windows that you wanted to display, or you can hide it. Then what you have here in the logcat. So if you could see here, we have clear logcat. If you wanted to clear everything, just clear everything. Just on a click, you can clear every logout. Then pause logcat. If you wanted to pause, you can pause it. So it is showing you logcat is paused. Then resume logcat. Again, if you wanted to start, you can resume it. Again, it is the beginning, the main beginning of kernel, and slowly the logcat will show you what is this happening. Because if you wanted to run this again, so what I'll do, I'll just stop it. And again I'll run it. Okay, see what your logcat is doing. Your logcat is scroll to end. So if I click on scroll to end, so this is the end. Okay, so here we have pixel excel, but here we have selected this. So you can select this and rerun. So you can, for that you can see the log again. So this is the log. Okay, and you can print whatever you want. If you could take print, so you can check a window here where it is showing all the print properties. So console text or file or whatever you can customize, and simply if printer is attached, you can take a print directly. That is also option is available, and clear all. And you could see here down the stack trace, a shortcut for this is control all down. So scroll down. So if you could see, everything is scrolled to the bottom. If you wanted to scroll up, so again you can do that. So already you are at the end. Then you have soft wrap also. So soft wrap will give you this complete information. Okay, then you also have some other options. If you could see here, you have double arrow. So click on the double arrow. You can view standard view or compact view. This is the view that will change here. Two different views or modify views you can customize here using this logcat format. Okay, and in this you also have one more option, split panels. Split panels is where you will split a complete panel into different split it down. So two different panels you have divided. Okay, then if you wanted to, okay, so you can close them if you don't require. Then also you also have yes, recording. Take a screenshot. If you wanted to take a screenshot, it can also take screenshot of this directly, and you can save it like an image and you can use it for your documentation. That option is also available. And in the Locket you also have video recording, record screen option also. If you can start the recording, it can record your screen also, but it is useful for recording the sessions. Okay, so this is also available. So Logcat is used to do all these things with the various options like clear log, pause Logcat, and you can stop it, and you can scroll to end. Okay, up the stack trace, down the stack trace, then soft wrap, then configure log, formatting options, split window, recording or taking the capture. Everything is there in your Logcat. Then moving further, so these are the options that I have defined here. So when Logcat is one of the important question, by going to view tool window Logcat, you can directly go there and you can do the changes. And these are the options that are available which we have discussed now. The first one is a clear Logcat, which will clear all the visible log. And second is scroll to the end, where you wanted to go to the end of the page. You can just click and go to the end. And up the stack trace, down the stack trace, these are the two different things we have where we can navigate up and down to trace the lines of code that is written over, selecting the subsequent file names and that appear in the print exceptions, and same behavior when you click on a file in the log. Okay, just tracing what is happening in between the logs. And fourth one is use the soft wraps to enable the line wrapping to prevent horizontal scrolling, but horizontal scrolling is required. Then print, click to print. So I have shown you where you will get a print window where you can customize and take the printouts. So the print the Logcat messages, you have a print option. Then restart, where you can clear the log off and again restart the kernel and restart your application. You can get a new logs. Then Logcat header, so configure Logcat header dialog box you will get. Again here also you can customize the things and you can show the date and time. And screen capture, where you can take the capture of your outputs. And the screen recording, where you can record everything, whatever the application you are running. If you wanted to know step-by-step process, simply you can record it and you can save it. So these are the different application contexts that we have for Logcat application. Next, coming to Toast. Toast is nothing but to display a small pop-up display, okay, which enables or displays a message for a short period. Okay, so Toast provides simple feedback about an operation in a small pop-up. It only fills the amount of space required for the message and current activity remains visible. So it only fills the amount of space required for the message. Whenever you are displaying, you are giving the width of the layout and you are giving the height of the layout also. But for this Toast, no need to set different properties. What happens? You have this window, just it will display the screen. Okay, display on the screen, again it will vanish. So that is what they use. Current activity remains visible. The activity remains visible and interactive. Toast automatically disappear after a timeout. After particular timeout, it will disappear. So these are not clickable. You cannot click the Toast message. So instantiate the Toast by using make text. You can give the text that is needed to be displayed. This method takes these parameters. One is the context, application context, then text message, then the duration. These are the three things that it takes. Application context, to which application it is related to. in which application this toast message need to be displayed. So that will be given. What is the message that you need to display? That will be given in the second parameter. Duration of the toast message will give you the time. Okay, so it returns the properly initialized toast object. Okay, and if you have assigned the message in the pursuance application for this time period, but it has to display. So to display, we have one more method, which is show method. So this is the code. Context, its object. Context class, its object. Get application context is a method which retrieves the context of the application, and char sequence you are giving hello toast. So this text is passed as a message here. This is a variable where it is created under char sequence. So a set of characters as given here, string. Then int duration. So we are giving a duration. We are assigning toast dot length string to duration. The duration is talking about to how much time the message hello toast should be displayed. So that time we are giving as length short for a shorter time period. So this is already predefined value length short under the toast class. So this toast object is taking this length dot short and it is storing into duration. Now what is that you have to do? Toast class with the toast object, toast dot make text. Make text is a method. What is the use of make text? It is a method which creates a message and displays it. So context is the first parameter, text is the second parameter, text is a hello text. Context means it retrieves the content from the application, and duration is length short. So toast dot show, this toast dot show, or else you can also give dot show here. So toast dot show is displaying your toast message. This is one of the example of writing a toast. So here we have a different one example I wanted to show of how to write a code for this. And relative layout we have taken. This is one of the type of layouts. In the further classes we will see what are the different types of layouts and what is the use of each layout. Then what are the components? Every component can be used in any layout. So text view, edit text. Okay, how many you want, that many you can use. Button. So these are the three things we have used here for the registration form. Along with the width and height are the mandatory properties of every component, even for the layout width, layout height for your relative layout also. So for everything, layout width and height is common. Then ID we give. Text, text color, text size. Text is displayed. These are all customizations that you can give. So center horizontal means at the center horizontally you will get. So here also below what? Below your registration means below to this text view you want the other text view, like that. So everything is customized. Edit text, to the right of text view means this text is displayed. Beside that you want this edit text means username. So you will have a username. Username beside you will have a edit text box where user can enter. So you want beside. So we are taking what? Relative layout. If you give linear layout here, it will get one after the other sequentially. So we have taken here edit text. So if you go to the main activity, so we have taken some set of whatever the components that we have given, edit text, button, okay, so text view, so all that we have defined here. Okay, so on create, set on create, super dot on create, set content view, up to here this is common for every program. Only these variables classes we have defined for different components that we have used in the XML. Now coming from here to everything, this is the customization of the business logic. When a button is clicked, what that button has to be displayed, so that is set on click listener. Okay, so here what this set on click listener has to do, if the name is empty, it has to display what? It has to display that please enter name. When you are giving a registration page, you have a registration page. When you are giving username, okay, here you are getting, so this is because of relative layout. So when username is there, some other also there. So for this you are using what? Edit text. For this you are using what? Text view. For this you are using what? Button. When all these are used, when you are clicking submit button without any input, this is empty. So without any input, if you are clicking, then you have to get a message. Enter your name. Enter your name. You will get a pop-up. After some time, it will display. It will go off. Okay, it will display for some time and after that it will disable. So this is nothing but your toast message. Okay. Now what happens? So what is that? It is required to get that message like a pop-up box. Okay, so for that we are using this toast.makeText. What is the syntax? Syntax is toast.makeText. One is the context. So what is the context here? What is the context here? Main activity. So main activity dot this text. What is the text that you need to give? Please enter name or enter your name, whatever. So this is the string that you are going to display, and this is the duration. Toast.string long will take the some particular duration it will take, and it will display to some extent. Otherwise short period only it will display. You can give length underscore short or length underscore long also. Dot show will display this particular message in the output. This is how a toast message is used. So you could see the syntax, okay, of how it has to give make text, context, char sequence and duration integer. All these three values should be passed to a toast. Toast is used to display the message. Toast is used to display the message. If you see the Gradle script will show you what is happening. So you have a project of how your toast is displaying, and you have a module also. Module will take all the complete configuration of how your XML and your application Java activity should be displayed. So these are the different options, and you have so many dependencies also. You could see when you are running. So it is recommended that maximum recommended SDK version of Gradle script is 33. Okay, and up to then update this project to use at least 34. So let us try it with 33. I'm closing the device. So let us make this as 34. So it is showing you different status of different states of whether it is finished or started everything. I'll show you this output of toast message in the next class. Thank you all.